All right. Our current event for the week is something that everyone has been talking about. Amazon purportedly cancels some orders for Chinese goods as tariff war continues. Everyone has been talking about Amazon, but they've definitely been talking about tariffs. And I've been hearing from, I've been watching videos and commentary from other creators, from small business owners who have been seriously affected by these tariffs. Amazon has canceled orders for beach chairs, scooters, air conditioners. Air conditioners? Oh my gosh. That's big. I live in South Florida where during the summer and fall months, the air is literally trying to smother you with a pillow. Air conditioning is required. And other products from multiple vendors based in China and other Asian countries. Yikes. So all these orders were canceled after President Donald Trump announced tariffs on China and more than 180 other countries and territories on April 2nd. Products that Amazon buys directly from vendors account for 40% of their sales, while the other 60% come from products sold on the retail website by small independent businesses. Always the small guys getting the shaft, always. So this is really bad. And I'm wondering about it because I feel like 50% of Amazon has become Chinese retailers, or retailers getting their stuff from China. Like my daughters are big into like anime and all kind of things. And whenever they want to order something, it's like, oh, it'll be here in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I'm wondering what impact that will have on that. Bloomberg reported that an email sent from Amazon to a vendor who sold beach chairs made in China to retailers for more than a decade canceled an order valued at $500,000 because it was placed in error. The email did not mention tariffs, but we all know. The vendor said the chairs had already been manufactured and that Amazon had never before canceled an order in such a manner. Es no bueno. So Scott Miller, a former Amazon vendor manager who now works as an e-commerce consultant, says that I guess this is happening with several of his clients. The cancellations are coming without warning, and they are forcing vendors to renegotiate terms with the e-commerce company. Wow. He says the only real recourse vendors have is to either sell this inventory in other countries at a lower margin or try to work with other retailers. So, I mean, you can't run a business if you're not making money. And if the profit margins are too thin, it's not worth it. Originally, Amazon would buy wholesale direct import orders in the country where the goods are made and then ship it to the U.S. And then they would be responsible for the tariffs. So this helped them get better pricing and rates on bulk shipping and allow them to import goods more cheaply than other vendors, which is why they were always able to like beat out their competitors and then crush them and then replace them and then raise the price up. But now with tariffs increasing, Amazon's not trying to do that anymore. But here's what's the interesting part about this. It says that Amazon have been canceling contracts with smaller vendors even before the U.S. tariffs were announced before. What they're trying to do is sell more merchandise from third-party merchants. Those pay Amazon fees to sell on the site, which we've all seen. Sometimes it's sponsored. Sometimes you're looking at something and below it, it's like, hey, how about these other things that are from other websites? Walmart does the same thing. Although I really don't like shopping on there because it's more of a hassle, honestly. Online. So after Trump issued a pause on most tariffs, I think this was last Wednesday he did this, the analysts have described the previous week's tariff war as an epic debacle and said that real damage has already been done to the economy. More good news. So these tariffs will greatly impact the U.S. tech industry and U.S. consumers on a daily basis going forward. No Sherlock. I'm not entirely sure what the plan of action here, what the motive is, because so much is produced outside of the U.S. and there's been so many years of production being moved outside of the states that even if the motive is to move production back into the states, I don't know if it's going to be worth it in the end. If it's going to be more bad, if it's going to do more destruction than building. And I feel like it's putting a bad taste in people's mouths. But again, what's really sticking out to me is the fact that Amazon was already like canceling smaller business orders. Like they were already like opting for third parties who were willing to pay more money, even though it was the small businesses that propped up Amazon and made them who they were, which is a growing trend I see. You make something popular with the people, and then when it becomes so big that it's more about the advertisers or the investors than the people who made it what it is. So the way I see it now, something really only has about 10 to 20 good years of it before it becomes a soulless cash grab. And I'm talking about multiple things. Hey guys, quick aside. If you like what you're seeing and you like what you're hearing, feel free to give the video a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can always be up to date on what's going on. And for those who don't know, I'm a writer, director, and producer with my own series, The Zombie Chronicles, which you can also check out on Amazon Prime or Tubi. And those looking for a way to help support further, you can check out my Patreon, NXG Global Productions, where I discuss more movie reviews, access to clips of my writers group recordings, first look at behind the scenes, shout outs on social media, posts, and more. I'm looking to grow the community and would love to have you be a part of it. Plug over.